Not gonna lie, we had some pretty good games last night. To start off the night, we had the Cavs and the Raptors. The big story tonight of the Raptors and the Cavs is that Brandon Ingram did not have a great game, man. Brandon Ingram did not make a field goal attempt until the third quarter. Didn't hit a shot until the third quarter. That is terrible. Especially as the Toronto Raptors go-to guy. Like, B.I. used the go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? I seen the clip where Paul Pierce was like, man, I was the number one option my whole career. And you know how after the first game, Brandon Ingram was complaining about only having 9 shots as the main guy. So Paul Pierce was just saying, like, you got to be more vocal, and you can't be the number one option and not take shots. That's your fault. You can't blame the coaches for not taking shots, not being aggressive, because there's no way that the coaches isn't running plays for you. And it showed tonight. Like, you took shots, you just not hitting them. He went 3 for 15 from the floor, 1 for 3 from the 3. So B.I. just did not look like himself. Obviously, if B.I. had a regular night, they probably could have won this game. So, if you're a Raptors fan, you can kind of say that Brandon Ingram cost them the game. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's other ways to win the game, but if your number one option isn't playing well, it's hard to win. At the end of the third quarter, it looked like the Raptors could have got back in the game. They was only down by 6. Ultimately, the Cavs pulled away. Mitchell just hit tough shot after tough shot. Like, Mitchell was hitting some crazy mid-range shots. Just crazy shots all around the court. Like, it was just his night. Mitchell was feeling it. Mitchell had 30 points. He grabbed 7 rebounds. He dished out 5 assists. Just doing it all for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He also shot 56% from the floor. And he went 4 for 10 from the 3. So, Mitchell just had an all-around great night. That's what you call playoff basketball. Their coach, Kenny Atchison, gave all the superstars, all the Cavs superstars, praise, saying this was a superstar night. You know what I'm saying? He praised the superstars, saying that they, you know, saying Mitchell and James Harden pretty much closed the game for them. And, you know, they kind of dictated the game for them, you know, just with their scoring, playmaking, and rebounding abilities. They did it all for them. James Harden had 4 steals in the second half. Just showing he can play defense. Earlier in his career, he was known for not playing defense. So, 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists from James Harden. Shot a hot 64% from the floor, 3 for 8 from the 3. And he did very good at getting to the free throw line. He went to the free throw line 10 times, and he hit 7 of them. So that's just veteran James Harden in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing it all for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Having an efficient offensive night, and also getting others involved, and getting to the free throw line at a fairly rate. Evan Mobley was pretty good last night as well on offensive end. He had 25 points, 8 rebounds, went 11 for 13 from the floor, so he barely missed a shot out there. And he went 1 for 2 from the 3. So, you know, Evan Mobley had a pretty good night for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Dean Wade, man, you gotta give Dean Wade some credit also on the defense he played on Brandon Ingram. Just the hustle, the energy he put on Ingram. Obviously it was a lot on Ingram for just not hitting his shots, but you got to give credit to the defender too. You know what I'm saying? Dean Wade did his thing, and he even got credit from his coach after the game. Kenny Atchison praised Dean Wade for his defense. So, you know, we all got to praise him too. You know what I'm saying? He deserved it. He was the one out there really guarding Brandon Ingram in bro time, and he stopped him. So, got to give him credit. The Cavs is up 2-0 now. You guys let me know down below in the comments. Do you think the Raptors will be swept? Not gonna lie, it's looking like it right now with the way those 2 games went. They are going back to Toronto for the next 2 games. I expect them to at least win 1 game in Toronto. I don't see the series going past 6 games. I don't even think it's going past 5. I think Toronto might win game 3 or game 4, and then I think the Cavaliers will finish it out in game 5. That's my take. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you think this series will end out. The next game, we had the Hawks versus the Knicks. Now, this game was really down to the wire. One of those games where the Hawks upset the Knicks. In the first quarter, OG Anunoby, we had a crazy poster. You wouldn't expect OG out of everybody to get a poster. We had a nice little poster in the first quarter, man. OG ended the game with 14 points. Hit 2 threes, had 2 steals. So, Anunoby did his thing on the night. The Knicks did lead by 13 points at the start of the third quarter. But the Hawks end up going on a 12-4 run at the end of the fourth quarter to come back. CJ hits a clutch mid-range over OG Anunoby to put the Hawks up 2. Alexander Walker played very good defense on Brunson. He ended up stripping the ball away and putting the ball on the rim, putting the Hawks up 4. Brunson come down the court, doing Brunson-like things. You know, we all know Brunson's clutch. He comes down, hits a 3 for the Knicks, a very big 3. putting them down 1. They fouled CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum misses 2 free throws, man, even after having a very hot night, man. CJ McCollum was the player of the game. Had like 32 points. Was red hot all night. But he missed the 2 clutch free throws, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the pressure got to CJ. We all know CJ don't play a lot of playoff basketball. I don't know if it was that. I don't know what it was. But CJ missed the clutch free throws. The Knicks had a chance. A very big chance to win the game. They got the rebound. Passed it up to Mikal Bridges, and he shot a very tough mid-range and missed the shot. So, that's how the game ended out. Not a bad offensive game from Brunson. But like I said, Brunson had 29 points, 7 assists. Brunson did his thing. I just think it came down to the wire, and they just didn't really handle business down the wire. But like I said, very good upset for the Hawks. You seen the young talent kind of shining a little bit. Kuminga had 19 points. You know, getting those fast break dunks, doing what he does best. For the next game for the Knicks, I think we're going to need Karl-Anthony Towns to come out, you know, with a little more offensive firepower and help Brunson out in the scoring column. Like I said, Brunson had it going, but he can't do it alone offensively. Karl-Anthony Towns had 18 points, shot 60. He shot a fairly good percentage from the floor too. So Cat didn't have a bad game. He just didn't shoot enough shots. You know what I'm saying? He probably should have took more shots. With the kind of game he was having. But like I said, it went down to the wire, so it's not like the Knicks had a bad game. Just need to make a couple adjustments, and like I said, I still got the Knicks winning this series in 5 or 6 games. Like I said, I do think the Hawks are an underrated team. They got a lot of pieces on this team. You can kind of say they're kind of deep. Got a lot of guys on this team that can, you know, score 15 to 20 points a night. So I like this team. I like Atlanta. You know, they're gonna be entertaining to watch, but I do got the Knicks winning in 5 or 6. Y'all let me know down below in the comments how I got this series playing out. For the last game we had last night, we had the T-Wolves versus the Nuggets. Now, I already predicted this to be the best series for round 1. Because, like I said, they had a very good playoff series not too long ago. I think it was last year or the year before. Very good playoff series. And Jokic, the crazy thing about this game is that Jokic did not score until the very end of the first quarter. I'm like, dang, when is Jokic going to score? He just had, like, rebounds and assists, just getting guys involved, not really scoring the ball himself. I'm just like, dang, when is Jokic going to turn up? Because, like, you know, I thought for a fact that was going to be Minnesota's attack. You know, slow Jokic down, let everybody else eat. And it's kind of like Jokic kind of, like, took that on. You know, Jokic knew Jokic already knew that they was trying to do that. So he just got people involved, and he kind of got going later on in the game. Murray had 2 4-point plays in the first quarter. I don't know what was going on in the first quarter, bro, but, like, everybody was getting fouled from the 3. It was at least 5. It was like 4 to 5 fouls from the 3 in the first quarter. Denver was up 16 points in the first quarter. It was looking like Denver was just kind of going to run away with this game. I was like, dang, this game getting boring. Like, come on, T-Wolves, y'all getting smacked. But the T-Wolves end up taking the lead in the second quarter. So the T-Wolves end up making their way back in the second quarter. And surprisingly, in the fourth quarter, Jokic had a monster poster on Gobert. I'm like, what the? I ain't never seen Jokic dunk on somebody. It was nasty. Like, Jokic actually caught a body, man. I'm like, what the heck? Like, Jokic, and it was in the clutch time. It was like down the wire. Like, the last minute of the game, Jokic dunked on Gobert. Chris Brown missed an important. He made one of the free throws, and he missed the first free throw, made the second. They really needed both of those to tie the game up. So they still was down 1, and they ultimately end up losing the game. Very close game. I'm very glad that the T-Wolves did win this game to tie the series up. So now they're going to Minnesota with the series tied up. That's actually pretty good. I think that's pretty good shape. Edwards ended the game with 30 points. He grabbed 10 rebounds. He had 2 blocks. And he shot 40% from the floor. So Edwards had a good game. He led the way perfectly for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His second in command, Randall, had a very good first half. Start the game really hot. He had 24 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and he shot 50% from the floor. So you got what you wanted from your 2 star players in Minnesota. And then for Denver, you had your guys show out. You even had your role guys show out. It just wasn't enough. Murray had 30 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, shot 44% from the floor, and he made 6 threes. So Murray did his thing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, Murray had a hot night. We all know what playoff Murray is like. He's one of the best offensive players, man. I ain't gonna lie when he's in the playoffs. And Jokic, had another monster Jokic game. We already know Jokic is gonna come out. He gonna perform every night, no matter what. 24 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 40% from the floor. So, they only lost by 1. You know what I'm saying? I think every game is going to kind of look like how that game looked at y'all. Every game is going to be close. Every game is going to be about. It's all about runs with this series, because this series can go either way, in my opinion. I think everybody got this series going to 7 games. Like, I would be surprised if this series ended before 7. So, and I was just a little confused at the end of the game. Why did Murray take a deep 2, y'all? Like, the Denver Nuggets was down 3, and Murray ended up taking a deep 2, and he missed it, and it was the game over. I'm like, why did he take a deep 2? Like, I don't know if he's trying to draw a foul or what, but y'all let me know down below in the comments who y'all got winning this series. Like I said, I got the T-Wolves winning this series in 7. I think I got the T. Yeah, I think I want to say it's tough. It's kind of tough saying the T-Wolves gonna win in 7 because you got Jokic on the other end, man, and Jokic is a baller. Jokic is gonna come out and have a near triple-double every game, and it's hard to defeat that if you're the T-Wolves, I will say. But I do think Anthony Edwards have enough superstar power to defeat the Nuggets, and I would like to see him defeat the Nuggets. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to see Anthony Edwards get past the Nuggets. So I would say I got T-Wolves in 7. We'll see how this go, y'all. Y'all let me know down below in the comments who y'all got winning these series, man. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will try to get better at posting more long-form videos and more shorts for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Get in the comment section for me, man. Let me know what y'all want to see. Let me know, like I said, who y'all got winning. I'll see y'all in the next video. You dig?